Now on 4 News Now at 6, new details on the chaos that erupted during track practice and a baseball game at Shadle Park High School, the condition of the man shot by police, and the bullet hole left in one home.
Well, it is a beautiful Friday night, but I am tracking showers heading our way. I'll show you if it will impact your weekend plans in the First Alert forecast.
And the Washington GOP is not endorsing any of the current gubernatorial candidates. Why 2 of them say this won't stop them from trying to earn your vote. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Well, this is the bullet hole that was left behind in one of Spokane's homes after 3 police officers shot a man in Shadle Park High School's parking lot last night. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Derek Dice has the night off. The shooting happened around 6:30 while a baseball game was happening, along with track practice, and families were out enjoying the spring weather. Then you hear the sound of gunfire, sending people running for cover into their home. Marissa Rio spoke to the people who live in that neighborhood today. Marissa, what did they tell you?
Thank you, Kirsten. Many people are shocked. One woman said she can't believe officers would shoot at someone when people are outside. Now, that shooting happened here in this parking lot, and that house with the bullet hole is just right across the street. And that isn't the only scar left behind on the family's home. From afar, the house sits comfortably in between 2 others with a fresh-cut lawn. But as you get closer, the grass reveals a second bullet wound that was shot onto the property, an occurrence many in this neighborhood say doesn't happen often. A safe neighborhood is how many people describe it. It's a place where kids run around and play outdoors, and that's evident by the baby swing that hangs on a tree outside someone's home and the basketball hoops in front of several people's houses. Or this Ring video from just last night of a kid playing basketball with his dad before gunshots that sent them running in, ducking for cover. That little boy's mom today told me he was sick to his stomach after. She said he told her, "I just knew to run." Last night's shooting marks the 5th Spokane police shooting of the year. That number does not include the Spokane County Sheriff's Office or any other nearby law enforcement agency. And it seems that the Spokane Police Department has a reputation of using deadly force. In a report done by the nonprofit Mapping Police Violence, between the years of 2013 and 2021, there were 32 Spokane police shootings total. And according to Mapping Police Violence, between 2013 and 2021, the Spokane Police Department had more shootings per arrest than 73% of other departments. The man police shot was rushed into surgery and is now expected to recover. The police officers who shot at the man are now on administrative leave. I was told another officer involved in this shooting is also on administrative leave, but the Spokane Police Department would not elaborate on the extent of that officer's involvement. We will continue to update you with any new information as soon as it becomes available. Reporting live in Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
And that shooting began just north of Shadle Park High when a tow truck tried to repossess a car. That suspect pulled a knife on the repo worker and fired a gun at his vehicle. Jordan Smith joins us from Lindeke, where this incident began.
Well, the neighbors here on Lindeke tell me that repossession attempt happened just up the street from where we are now. And it might not be surprising to learn that working in the repo business is a dangerous line of work. The owner of one repo company here in Spokane tells me his employees wear bulletproof vests and carry a loaded handgun when they're on the job.
That practice is not uncommon. Josh Wilson, a repo agent with Cars of Idaho, tells me he does the exact same thing. He also wears a body camera.
I got a body camera, I got pepper spray, I got my name.
Repossessing someone's property is a situation where tensions certainly run high. In the 12 years that Josh has been doing this, he's been through some chaotic moments. Having a gun or a weapon pulled on him is not uncommon.
I've been shot at 3 times in the 12 years I've been doing this. I got ran over twice.
He says those occurrences used to be once a year. Now, he says it's a few times a month.
He threw it in reverse, backed right into me. I landed on the hood of his car, and he took me for a wild ride down Coeur d'Alene River Road there for a little while.
I asked him, with how unpopular and dangerous this profession has become, Why does he do it? For one, it's an adrenaline-packed job, and he says an important one.
You know, somebody's got to do it. Otherwise, your interest rates for good credit people go through the roof because they got to compensate for these people that aren't paying. You know what I mean?
The reality of his line of work, though, isn't lost on him.
For a lot of people, this can be the end of the line for them. You know, they're not working. You know, for all you know, they got an eviction notice a week before you showed up. Now they can't even move their stuff out of their house because you just took their truck.
In Spokane, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Well, no rain today, at least that I felt, Chris, but I hear we have some coming up.
Yes, but a little more than 24 hours from now. So we do have very pretty weather before we get to those showers. Let's take a look at a live view from our Skycam here at 500 West Boone Avenue. We're right across the street from the arena, and the skies are crystal clear. It is a beautiful evening, gorgeous in Coeur d'Alene as well. Here is the view there right now. I saw some boats on that road earlier today. It's about that time, isn't it? Although temperatures right now are in the 50s. It's 57 in Spokane, 54 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, still in the 60s in Moses Lake, Omak, and Lewiston. Our winds are starting to die down after some gusty winds earlier this afternoon and this evening. Winds are starting to ease, and as those winds die down with the clear skies and very dry air, temperatures will once again be dropping down around freezing. Here's a look at your morning temperatures for Saturday. 32 in Spokane, 33 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. We'll be down in the 20s in Colville, 31 in Sandpoint, and 33 degrees in Pullman. Meanwhile, we warm up nicely with all that sunshine. We're heading to a high of 64. 58 is our average high. Start to see the clouds increasing as we get into tomorrow evening. And as Kirsten mentioned, those clouds are bringing some showers as we get into Saturday night. I'll go over the timing with you on that with you, plus tell you about some gusty winds on the way for Sunday in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Washington State University is now looking for a new president, with the current president announcing he will be retiring at the end of the next school year. President Kirk Schultz has been the president since 2016, and under his leadership, the university has recorded several significant achievements, like record student enrollment in 2019 and opening new teaching and research facilities. WSU First Lady Noelle Schultz says she will continue working in her positions at the university. As for what President Schultz will do in the future, WSU released his video statement today.
Well, my primary thing is I want to support my successor to be successful as the next Washington State University president. I also want to do some writing in the higher education space and mentor that next generation of public higher education leaders.
In February, a group of over 200 WSU faculty members called for a new president, citing a 15% decline in enrollment and saying a lack of attention and leadership in Cougar athletics led to the financial and reputational harm with the breakup of the Pac-12. You can watch the Schultz's full video statement in this story on KXLY.com. Well, the sun is out, but don't break out your gardening tools just yet. Coming up, meteorologist Matt Gray explains why you should wait until Mother's Day before getting your hands dirty, or should you? Plus, the jury is set for the first criminal trial involving a former U.S. president, when opening statements could begin next on 4 News Now at 6.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Our spring savings event is happening now at George Gee Kia Spokane.
Catch all the action at Caesar Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino, the area's largest sportsbook. Bet your favorite games live as they happen with in-play betting, or place bets ahead of time with the Bet Ahead feature. Only at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just win here.
We're the advocates.
And we go to court.
The insurance companies take us seriously.
Because we go to court.
And if they don't offer you a settlement you deserve, they know.
We'll go to court.
So if you or a loved one are seriously injured in a crash,
call us.
Oh, I thought for sure he was going to say,
we go to court.
There it is.
We're the advocates, and we go to court. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Are you struggling to get through the day? Are you experiencing chronic pain, burning, numbness, and tingling in your hands or feet. Pay attention, because you are probably experiencing peripheral neuropathy. The most common symptoms are numbness, burning, muscle cramps, and problems with balance. Neuropathy is treatable, and our office can help. It's time to get real results. Pick up your phone and call us right now. If you're one of the first 25 callers, you'll receive a free nerve damage screening. This nerve damage screening will tell you if you're at risk for serious nerve damage and if you're qualified for our cutting-edge treatment program to stop the nerve damage. Don't wait until it's too late and your symptoms get so bad that you lose your freedom and are restricted to a wheelchair, walker, or need amputation. Call now to be one of the first 25 callers to receive a free nerve damage screening. Hurry, call now to find out if you qualify for our free nerve damage screening and see how we can change your life. It's time to feel better. Call today.
Do you want more? Do you want to make more? Build more? See more? Do more? That's what we do. Lewis Clark State College's School of Career and Technical Education can help you reach your full potential in a career you love. Whether it's managing the front desk in our hospitality management program or the help desk in information technology, you'll find your career and you'll find your more at LC State. Scholarships are available. Apply now.
Catch all the action at Caesars Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino, the area's largest sportsbook. Bet your favorite games live as they happen with in-play betting, or place bets ahead of time with the Bet Ahead feature. Only at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just win here.
A protester in New York City is in the hospital tonight after setting himself on fire outside of the building where former President Trump's criminal trial was taking place. Before he lit himself on fire, he threw pamphlets into the air. The man is in his late 30s, was originally from Florida and known to New York authorities. Firefighters extinguished the flames and the man was taken to the hospital in critical condition. 3 police officers and 1 court officer also have minor injuries. And inside the courtroom, former President Trump is facing felony charges related to an alleged 2016 hush money payment to an adult film star. This is the first time in history a former U.S. president has been tried on criminal charges. ABC's Morgan Norwood is in New York with the latest as jury selection comes to a close.
The entire jury is now seated in the criminal hush money trial against former President Donald Trump. After seating 1 alternate juror yesterday, 5 others seated today. As Trump arrived at the courthouse in Manhattan this morning, he sounded off about the judge's limited gag order on the case, prohibiting him from making statements about witnesses, jurors, and individual prosecutors in the case other than D.A. Bragg.
The gag order has to come off. I should be allowed to speak. Every time I come out to speak to you, I want to be open because we did absolutely nothing wrong.
Inside the courtroom, Trump looking on as those prospective alternates answered the questionnaire one by one, with some jurors revealing loose connections to Trump and others surrounding the case. One woman who said her father was a friend of former Republican presidential candidate Chris Christie broke down crying during questioning, saying, quote, "This is so much more stressful than I thought it would be." She was excused from serving. A jury of 12, 7 men and 5 women, have already been sworn in to decide the outcome of the first criminal trial of a former president. Together, the jurors will decide whether Trump is guilty of falsifying business records related to a hush money payment, so voters in the 2016 presidential election would not find out about an alleged affair with adult film actress Stormy Daniels, which Trump denies. He's also pleaded not guilty.
It really is as prosecutors have said, a simple kind of cut and dry case in their eyes. They believe that Trump falsified the records because his electoral prospects were going to be damaged if word got out about his alleged affair with Stormy Daniels, which he denied. But it's going to be up to the defense to try and discredit the witnesses on cross-examination, point out inconsistencies in their accounts.
And there are several other pretrial issues that the judge in this case will need to take up. For example, how much the prosecution can cross-examine Donald Trump if he takes the witness stand. Once those matters are addressed, opening statements could begin sometime next week. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Temperature today, exactly average, 58 in Spokane. 58 is our average high. Our sunset, a little more than an hour and a half away. Temperatures will be dropping into the 40s by 9 o'clock. Winds dying down, too. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. 4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
For over 30 years, we've been keeping you warm.
Or cool, but now we are taking you to the next level of innovation.
Fireplaces, sleek modern design, or traditional electric, efficient and trendy.
Lighting, permanent, decorative, year-long lighting, providing security as well as beauty.
These are just some of the ideas we are bringing to you for the next level at Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric. We call it Holiday Innovation. Call us today.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get $5,000 total value on Silverado LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing in all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Kids in school bus accidents, tossed around because they didn't have seatbelts. Next, Inside Edition, how dangerous could it be on a school bus without seatbelts? Wait till you see what happened to them.
There was just glass everywhere, blood.
Then, Countdown to Midnight.
We're about to go on a little adventure together.
Taylor Swift Album Mania. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for, a live look inside of Avista Stadium tonight, where it is 4 News Now night, and our very own Jordan Smith is going to be throwing out the first pitch any moment now. I'm told by my producer that it is happening soon. I don't see anyone out there yet, though. No. Just the actual baseball players warming up. So the pitch is happening any moment now, and it sounds like Julian Minnesone, our sports director, is out there. There he is. Hey, Julian, tell us more about what's happening, and we're waiting for Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan's actually off frame to my left here. He was kind of warming up, you know, the old rotator cuff, getting ready for his first pitch tonight. He's a little nervous. There was expected nearly 3,000 fans here tonight. This is his first time ever throwing at a first pitch. It's ahead of tonight's Spokane Indians game against the Everett Aqua Sox. Chase Dollander is on the mound. That's one of the top prospects here in the Rockies organization, and so he gets the call on the bump tonight. But before that, Jordan's going to be the all-star throwing at the first pitch. I see him over here shaking hands with some of the players. They're going to get ready to walk out, and we're going to carry that live for you right here to see if he makes it to home plate or maybe even throws it in the dirt. We don't want like a 50 Cent situation where he's throwing it all the way in the crowd and giving a fan a souvenir. So we're going to see it here in just a few moments. But tonight the game's going to be exciting because not only is it a big matchup for this homestand against the Aqua Sox, but it's fireworks night here at the ballpark at Avista Stadium. So first pitch is at 6:35, and then following the game there's going to be fireworks night, which always brings a bunch of fans. We'll see if the Indians can put some fireworks out onto the field here. Still early moments here of the season, but surely an exciting moment for fans as they get to see not only one of the best players in the Rockies organization, but they get to see our 4 News Now weekend anchor Jordan Smith throw things out here in just a few minutes. But a lot of exciting stuff here. We are just moments away as he is going to be throwing out the first. Jordan, he's over here. Come here real quickly. You feeling nervous here?
The nerves starting to set in here. You know, I didn't think we'd be here tonight. But, you know, this is what you train for when you're 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, throwing the ball with your old man in the backyard for these moments right here. So
I think they're ready for you. So if they're going to throw it out. All right, guys, we're gonna kind of talk over this first pitch as they both get to throw it out here. Jordan's going to be walking out there to the mound. Now, the big thing here is, does he throw it from the mound or from the front of the mound? That's always the big question. And a shot to the ego. Jordan said he does not want to get any slack from people at the station. So his goal is to throw it from the mound and to make it to home plate. So we'll see if he does. He's walking across the freshly cut grass over there out there, Kirsten.
Hey, so Julian, I know you've done this before. I've done it. Chris has done it. Okay, wait a second. Before we start talking about ourselves, let's watch Jordan. There he is.
All right, Jordan, throw one in there.
They'll block their positions, and then either myself or Otto will walk it up.
We'll take that. Nice job.
We'll have
a little low, but it was okay. We'll see if a generous umpire would give him a call there. Maybe he was trying to get the hitter to chase. But yeah, Kirsten, exciting stuff here at Vista Stadium here tonight for the Indians game. Jordan's first ever time throwing it. First pitch, and on 4 News Now, you hear the fans. Give him a round of applause. So a lot of fun stuff happening here. Maybe we can get Jordan for a... Maybe we can get Jordan for a quick question. I don't know if he's too big time for us now. You never know with this. After this, scouts are in the stands, and maybe an NIL deal possibly, or endorsements and commercials after this first pitch. I don't know. The sky is the limit here for Jordan Smith.
Now, Julian, Chris Crocker's standing right next to me. Jordan mentioned some of the tips that Chris offered. It looked like he did take them, Chris.
I just said to go a little bit higher than you think, and that's what I do.
That's a great tip.
And, here he comes.
Hi. Hey, Jordan, so fresh off the first pitch, how did it feel? A little low, but you got it there.
A little low. Once you get up on the bump, it's higher than you think it's going to be up there. But, we went with the off speed. I feel like everyone goes fastball. I just tried my rendition of a curveball that didn't, and that's a learning lesson right here.
Yeah, so now that it's done, it's over with, you can enjoy the game. Exciting 4 News Now night with all the fans. What does that mean?
Oh, man, this is awesome. Like, you can start to feel the energy here. It's going to be nice, beautiful weather, as we said all night for a baseball game, and the Indians are red hot right now, so I'm feeling a win tonight on a Friday.
We're going to have highlights of this guy's first pitch if you missed it, and the Indians game coming up for you tonight on Nightside. Guys, back to you.
All right, Julian and Jordan, what a team out there.
I wish Jordan were more into it,
If he were just a little more enthusiastic.
Yeah. Oh, my word. That was fun to watch.
It was really good.
Beautiful weather for Indians fans. Beautiful weather for the weekend. 4 things to know about your forecast. It's going to be a sunny, warm Saturday. Hooray! Showers coming in late Saturday night. Sunny but cooler on Sunday. We do have some gusty southwest winds, especially early in the day. Saturday high temperatures will be running above average. We'll be in the mid-60s and some 70s, including 74 in Lewiston. Blue skies and sunshine late in the day Saturday. A front moves through. That's going to bring us a chance of showers overnight Saturday into very early Sunday morning, and then leave us Sunday with some cooler weather as well as those gusty winds. Here's our chance of precipitation over Saturday night into Sunday morning. 20% at 8, at 10 o'clock, and then it jumps to 40% at midnight, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., and then back down to 0 by 6 a.m. So looks like for the most part it's going to be raining overnight. Here's a look at our forecast radar as we go through Saturday night. We start to see our first slight chance of precipitation around 10. That picks up overnight, and this computer model wants to clear us out completely by 4 a.m. and then back to the sunshine as we get into Sunday morning. It is going to be a breezy day on Sunday. Southwest winds as opposed to the northeast winds that we saw today. The strongest gusts in the early morning up to 35 miles per hour in Spokane, but in parts of the Columbia Basin down on the Palouse, we could see gusts as high as 45 miles per hour. Those winds will be with us through the afternoon, starting to ease by the afternoon, and finally by the time we're into Sunday night, those winds will be lighter. Here's a look at your planning forecast. Sunny on Saturday and 64. The showers come in overnight into a breezy and cooler Sunday, but 57 is actually just about average. Earth Day is on Monday, 62 and sunny. We're going to stay in the 60s through the rest of the 7-day forecast with a chance of showers back in the forecast on Friday. Kirsten?
And those showers, Chris, are going to help with our flowers. Meteorologist Matt Gray joins me now, and if the sunshine's been giving people kind of that itch, I've seen them at Costco taking out all the flowers,
Everybody's
bringing them.
excited.
Yeah, they want to start planting, but we keep hearing Mother's Day.
That's right.
Mother's Day
That's kind of the old adage, right?
Yeah.
You wait until Mother's Day, you eliminate any chances for freeze and frost, and that largely over the years has been good advice. But the question now is, well, does that still hold true here in 2024? Well, I'm here to challenge that assumption. Let's go through it. First of all, you're probably excited to get started because the only thing growing right now is weeds in your garden. This is part of my yard that I've not gotten to yet. So, hey, the dandelions are going. Why can't you get started planting your flowers, planting your tomatoes, planting whatever you're going to be doing? Well, average last freeze, April 27th in the Spokane area. And the average last frost is not until the middle of May. And that is probably where we get that Mother's Day rule of thumb, right? Because even with temperatures only down to, say, 36, 37 degrees, you can still see things get down to frosty weather. So that explains that origin, right? But we all know our climate's warming, and we see that when it comes to freezes and frosts as well. So take a look at this. In the 50s, the average last freeze was in early May. In the last 10 years, it's averaged in mid-April, so right about now. In fact, it hasn't hit freezing in the month of Spokane, and this was crazy when I looked this up earlier today. I couldn't believe it. We haven't had a freezing day in May since 2013. It's been 10 years now in Spokane. With frost, the average was in mid-May, even the late part of mid-May in the 1950s. It's now May 2nd over the last 10 years, and that includes a pretty cold 2022. Even in places where you have to wait longer to plant, like in Pullman or Sandpoint, we're seeing the same exact trends. So the data says that, you know what, you might be able to get away with planting on the first week in May in Spokane, planting for Bloomsday, but that's really only been for the last 10 years that you could have done that realistically. And that doesn't count any other factors, just the weather. I'm not a gardener, trust me. You got to see my lawn. At least for now, Mother's Day is a good benchmark, but you know what? By the 2030s, might have to reconsider that if this trend continues. Now, as for this year, there is a signal for more cool weather, about 10 to 14 days, so that puts us into the first week of May. After that, though, things are looking up. What do you know? Right in time for Mother's Day planting.
All right, thank you, Matt. No one is endorsed at the Washington GOP convention held in Spokane. The reaction from candidates coming up on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
You're feeding it.
I will, I promise. Thanks to our Premier Rewards Visa credit card from ICCU, we earned enough cash back to stock up on puppy supplies.
But we don't have a puppy.
They're very convincing children.
Elegance, style, quality, custom made for your project. Agalite shower doors and bath enclosures by River City Glass are designed for a lifetime of use. Timeless beauty that speaks for itself with superior quality and exceptional value. Offering exquisite custom wine room enclosures and office room glass, specializing in custom mirrors crafted to fit your space. Producing high-performance glass for every project, residential and commercial. River City Glass.
Want free college or career training? It's possible.
Have you ever seen this man before?
Hi. They're a tag team of legal eagles.
My name is Mason.
Ben Matlock. A duo of courtroom commanders.
Are you sure?
And they're both part of the...
Objection? Objection, Your Honor.
Objection. Objection Connection.
Your witness, Mr. Berger.
Gotcha. So put a little habeas in your corpus with Ben and Perry.
Watch MeTV Spokane Coeur d'Alene on MeTV 4.2.
No further questions.
It's a vintage sale like no other. Custer's 49th annual Spring Antique and Collector Sale this Saturday and Sunday at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Dealers from across the Northwest will be selling everything from rare to retro. With thousands of unique items and so much variety, the fun is in the find. Single day admission, $8. Tickets on sale now at CusterShows.com. Custer Spring Antique and Collector Sale this Saturday and Sunday at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Presented by Jim Custer Enterprises.
Next week, look who's waking up with GMA and you. Zendaya, live. Jerry Seinfeld, live. John Bon Jovi, live. Selena Gomez, Steve Martin, Martin Short. Oh, yeah. The biggest, brightest mornings are on.
Good morning, America.
Diamonds and Dreams is proudly sponsored by Country Chevrolet in Colville.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Disorder and disarray. That's why gubernatorial candidate Dave Reichert says he no longer wants an endorsement from the GOP. This announcement followed Semi Bird's disqualification from the GOP board. Without a clear candidate to endorse, supporters of Semi Bird were outraged, speaking over the GOP chair multiple times today. But the chair says there's still a chance for him. Bronte Sorotsky joins us in studio now to explain.
Well, it was something no one had ever seen before at the Washington GOP convention. Outrage after candidate Semi Bird was removed from the endorsement schedule and Reichert withdrew his own name. Here's what both candidates say is next for them in the race.
The story that people are trying to put out about me is some kind of a tainted and tarnished, failed man. I think people are seeing just the opposite.
The story gubernatorial candidate Semi Bird is talking about is a Seattle Times article about a previous conviction from 1993. In it, details the candidate's bank larceny charge relying on a credit application.
And I stand by that decision and take full accountability, but they will never talk about the fact that post 9/11 I came in and volunteered and became a Special Forces Green Beret at age 43 and served my country with honor and distinction.
Once that came to light, GOP Chair Jim Walsh says members of the committee in charge of vetting candidates were concerned.
It's the general consensus of the members of the committee.
They decided to stop the endorsement vote for Bird, but were met by boos and disruption. Amid all of this, candidate Dave Reichert decided to withdraw his name from the endorsement.
Not seeking the endorsement of the Republican State Party. However, I am seeking the endorsement of all Republicans in the state of Washington.
Reichert says due to Bird's disqualification, it's unfair to him that Bird is still allowed to seek the party's endorsement.
However, that doesn't seem to matter to the party, and so therefore my removal from the process.
Still, he says he plans to move forward in the race for governor. The GOP convention is set to wrap up tomorrow. Chosen delegates will attend the national convention in July. In studio, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
And we reached out to Attorney General and gubernatorial candidate Bob Ferguson following today's uproar at the GOP convention. He says whether the chaotic Republican convention endorses Congressman Reichert, it doesn't change the fact that he is deeply out of touch with Washingtonians and will put our fundamental freedoms in jeopardy. Around the nation tonight, police in Montgomery County, Maryland are revealing disturbing details about a school shooting plot they uncovered there this week. Authorities arrested an 18-year-old man Wednesday after they discovered pages of writings by the suspect that outlined his plans to unleash mass violence at local schools. CNN's Laura Aguirre has new information shared by law enforcement.
18-year-old Alex Yee was denied bond in Montgomery County, Maryland Friday on charges related to threatening a school shooting he didn't get the chance to commit.
A potentially catastrophic event was prevented.
Also Friday, law enforcement officials revealed new and disturbing notes from Yee's online writings outlining carnage in the classroom.
Shooting up not only his high school, Wooten High School, but also shooting up an elementary school.
Police say Yee shared access to his writings, which he called fiction, with a friend in early March. But that friend reported the threatening document to authorities.
This underscores the value of community engagement and the see something, say something approach.
Investigators obtained a warrant for Yee's Google account. Among their findings, searches for local gun ranges and information on AR-15 assault rifles.
Yee writes about targeting his former elementary school because little kids make easier targets.
On March 6th, Yee was involuntarily hospitalized after crisis intervention officers evaluated him at his Rockville home. Officials say medical staff and Yee's former school psychologist said they were concerned about his behavior. Authorities noted that Yee also wrote about the difficulty of getting a weapon.
Maryland has some of the strictest gun laws.
Yee is now charged with making threats of mass violence, a misdemeanor that carries up to 10 years in prison if convicted. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Well, we have much more coming up tonight at 6:30, including a brand new Air 4 adventure. Stay with us.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Damn straight. Scotty McCreery is spreading his fresh take throwback country to Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 2nd. Get your tickets now for one of country music's biggest stars.
Winning is just the beginning.
Luxurious Karastan carpets are just the footing you need to live beautifully. And now, during National Karastan Month, you can save beautifully. Use your exclusive rebate to receive up to $1,000 back on select styles of Karastan carpets and the flawless craftsmanship of LuxCraft hard surface flooring. Live beautifully. Save beautifully with Karastan. At Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One, Floor and Home.
Save up to $1,000 on Karastan flooring at Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
At Parker Subaru in Coeur d'Alene, we're more than just a dealership. We're your trusted service destination.
Our state-of-the-art service center is open 7 days a week, and our Subaru certified technicians can service any make or model vehicle.
Need a lift while we work on your car? We've got you covered with our convenient shuttle service.
Schedule your service today at parkersubaru.com and receive no problem customer attention at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Nice work. You take card?
Can I get a check?
Sure. Let me go find one.
Thanks.
Check behind the VCR. Can I be frank? You're cutting off potential clients by not offering card payments. That's like only watching one channel.
That's fine. World War II channel.
One type of music.
Postmodern polka.
One chain.
Don't be a hater.
Try our mobile card reader.
Oh, good. You do take it.
Welcome to the future.
All right, let's power up.
Nice. 2 hands. 10 and 2. STCU Business.
Considering a new air conditioner? Before you commit, call Bill's Heating and AC. We're elevating efficiency and savings by matching heat pump prices to any local air conditioner quotes and setting a new standard for comfort. Why heat pumps? Similar to ACs, they offer high efficiencies to heat and cool your home for a lower cost. And with the purchase of qualifying equipment, you may be eligible to receive a 25C tax credit of up to $3,200. Don't miss out. Call Bill's Heating and AC for your free quote now.
Tesla's bluesy and soulful sound is still roaring and soaring live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 25th. Get your tickets now for one of the 80s hottest bands.
Winning is just the beginning.
Oh, what a gorgeous night.
You've got a Friday smile on your face.
Can you tell? I know. Both Chris and I are wearing patterns, too. We did not plan this. I think it's just a Friday energy.
Yeah, it's quite a look. I'm surprised they let us be in the shot together. Here's a much more pleasant view here of the downtown Spokane sky. Not a cloud in the sky, no clashing patterns here. Beautiful evening, and we have a similar scene in Coeur d'Alene. Just gorgeous, gorgeous evening in progress right now in Coeur d'Alene and in Sandpoint. More the same. There's blue skies for everyone around the inland northwest right now. Temperatures, meanwhile, are in the 50s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. The winds are dying down with those clear skies, light winds, and fairly dry air. Our temperatures will be dropping down around freezing. You've heard a lot from Matt Gray about that. 32 in Spokane, 33 in Coeur d'Alene. We'll be in the 20s in Colville, 31 in Sandpoint, 39 in Lewiston. Here's a look at your Saturday planner. A lot to smile about. We'll be in the sunshine all day. Once we get into the late afternoon and evening, we'll see the clouds increasing. High of 64 compares to an average high of 58. Those clouds are bringing some showers for Saturday night. I'll help you plan in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. On Monday, the Supreme Court Court will hear arguments on homeless bans and where the unhoused are allowed to sleep across the United States. The case at the center of it all is Grants Pass v. Johnson. Back in 2013, the Grants Pass City Council in Oregon tried to ban anyone from using a blanket, pillow, or cardboard box for protection from the elements while sleeping outside. Anyone caught could face a civil citation. Now, 2 federal courts stepped in and put the measure on hold, citing the 8th Amendment and another case, Martin v. Boise. In that case, 2 federal appeals courts found that cities cannot enforce public camping bans unless there are enough shelter beds for the homeless population. Last year in Spokane, then Mayor Nadine Woodward, along with 20 other cities, including Seattle and Tacoma, asked the Supreme Court to overturn the rulings in both cases. Woodward at the time said it would allow the city to enforce camping laws without investing heavily in homeless shelter capacity.
Something needs to be done. Local jurisdictions need to have more control about how we address homelessness. And we are right now having to spend more of our resources than we really want on those night-by-night emergency low barrier shelters. We need to be able to invest in other resources that we know move people out of homelessness.
Homeless advocates have said that criminalization is not the solution to the U.S.'s homeless crisis. We reached out to Mayor Lisa Brown's office to see if she believes these cases should be overturned. We received a statement reading, "We are following the case and interested in the outcome, but will refrain from commenting further until a ruling has been made." Also on Monday, nearly 500 healthcare workers at Providence Sacred Heart will go on strike. Workers have been trying to negotiate a contract with better benefits and increased pay.
We feel we have absolutely no choice but to take these actions for Providence to hear us out. Every single caregiver would rather be inside that hospital taking care of their patients rather than out on the curb holding a sign. We have both greater
union members say once they notified management of a strike, Providence walked away from the negotiating table, something Providence CEO Susan Stacy confirmed.
But at that moment, my priorities shifted to making sure we stayed open and able to provide safe, quality care to our community.
Providence is now focused on filling the near 500 vacancies with temporary workers, paying them close to triple what the original workers earn. Well, a man was hit by a train in West Spokane earlier today. Spokane police say it happened near 7th Avenue and Cannon Street. Police say a man was lying down between 2 tracks before standing up and stepping in front of that train. Still ahead here on 4 News Now, we're giving you a bird's eye view of one of Spokane's great hiking areas near Highway 195 in this week's Air for Adventure. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
PAR, family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you going to build?
Catch all the action at Caesar Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino, the area's largest sportsbook. Bet your favorite games live as they happen with in-play betting, or place bets ahead of time with the Bet Ahead feature. Only at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just win here.
Can I help you?
Yeah, my car was dirty. I was just gonna clean my window.
Sure, but that'll be $1.
To use the squeegee?
Yep.
Ridiculous, right? You know what else doesn't make sense? Some people are still paying for their checking accounts. Some places it's $12 a month. At P1FCU, we believe some things should just be free, like our Ascend checking, where you can earn 3.5% in dividends. Open your account at p1fcu.org/free.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostemtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington State locations.
Catch all the action at Caesars Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino, the area's largest sportsbook. Bet your favorite games live as they happen with in-play betting, or place bets ahead of time with the Bet Ahead feature. Only at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just win here.
Next ET, Taylor Swift's Poetic Justice, her new album, Decoded.
It's just a lot of a lot.
Plus, Inside the Pulp Fiction reunion and Shamar Moore talking SWAT, uncanceled.
Next, ET.
Watch 4 News now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
That broke my top off.
Sunday, Idol is live coast to coast. Gene Simmons mentors.
Truly amazing.
And Monday, your top 10 are revealed.
I have never seen this before.
Idol live ABC Sunday and Monday.
I don't know if you've heard, Swifties, there's a party tonight to celebrate the new double album released by Taylor Swift. It is the Tortured Poets Department, and this party's happening in Spokane. The Wonder Building is hosting a dance party for all ages with music from all of Swift's eras. There will be food from Uno Mas Taco and Victory Burger, plus you'll be able to make and exchange those coveted friendship bracelets. It starts at 7 o'clock and tickets are $10. You can still head on over there. It's about 15 minutes from the start. Go to KXLY.com to get your tickets.
You can still head on over there.
Maybe that's what I'll do on my dinner break.
Newscast. There you go.
I'll just party it up with a bunch of Swifties. It's a good crowd.
Well, Lasai, it is time to put the ski report to bed one last time. We are going to do that just to show you. Schweitzer and Mount Spokane already closed. They had great seasons, even though it was a slow start. Look out past their final day is Sunday. Silver Mountain, final day is tomorrow. 49 degrees north will be open this weekend. No word on their final day. If that 70 inches of snow at the summit holds up, they might open for another weekend, so stand by. So still some possibilities to get out there and ski. Get out early, because that's going to get pretty slushy by the time you're into the afternoon, because it is going to be a sunny, warm Saturday. Then some showers come in Saturday night. It's going to be a sunny but cooler Sunday with gusty southwest winds. Here's a look at our weather pattern. We're dry with a weak ridge of high pressure for Saturday. Then the system comes in Saturday night. That's going to bring a chance of showers overnight, but it will be dry by Sunday morning and be left with cooler and breezy conditions behind the front. The chance of precipitation really peaks around midnight, gets a slow start by around 10 p.m. and then should be tapered off by 4 a.m. As we are be dry by the time the sun is up on Sunday morning. The winds, however, will start picking up overnight Saturday, and by Sunday morning, wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour possible in Spokane, with some spots where you may see wind gusts in excess of 40 miles per hour, the Palouse, as well as parts of the Columbia Basin. Those stronger gusts will begin tapering off, and then finally, Sunday evening, we'll be looking at calmer conditions. Here is a look at your planning forecast. Sunny and 64 on Saturday. Then we drop to 57, which is actually just about average with breezy conditions and sunshine. Showers will be long over. Earth Day is Monday with a high of 64. We stay in the 60s through the 7-day forecast. Our next chance of showers is not until a week from today. Meanwhile, watching those overnight lows, still some temperatures down around freezing to contend with in that 7-day forecast. Kirsten.
It sounds beautiful. And speaking of Earth Day, Chris, Spokane County has many great hiking areas. One is just south of Spokane off of Highway 195, a lake, plenty of birds, and the feeling you're long away from the city. In tonight's Air 4 adventure, we take you to the Slavin Conservation Area.
This is James T. Slavin Conservation Area. Some days it's really cool. It's really nice. You can go for long walks. Wander off and then turn left or right, and then left or right or left or right, you know, and eventually I end up You know, so I get tired of walking, so I start looking for a way to get back. But this is the time to go. Quite gorgeous.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was perfect out there. Nice to be back out, have the weather to be able to do so. Great place to walk the dog and people to come and walk their horses, and it's a good time to come spend with your mom, catch up, see what's going on.
Beautiful.
I think it's one of the better kept secrets of the area, but it's nice to see folks come out here and take advantage of it, and you always seem to run across real nice people out here.
There's up and down, there's flat, there's a little bit of everything to choose from. If you don't like that path, you can find another one. It's neat they kept it a preserve for everybody in the region to enjoy.
Tragedy in a small town. A church pastor is dead.
Shot in the back with a 12-gauge shotgun.
People were like, what? The preacher's wife?
There had to be a good reason, some speculated, to pick up that shotgun and shoot her husband.
Mary appeared to have had a marriage made in heaven, but behind closed doors, it was a living hell.
All new 2020, tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Is your car scratched or damaged after the winter weather? Visit American Way Collision Center to get your vehicle summer ready. With over 60 years of experience, their employees make the quality difference. Come visit American Way Collision Center on Francis.
For 10 years, the 4 News Now Extreme Team has been rebuilding and rejuvenating baseball fields. Is yours next? It's that time again. Go to KXOY.com and tell us why your field needs a makeover. Diamonds and Dreams, brought to you by your hometown Chevy dealers and Horizon Credit Union.
On Good Morning Northwest, we say a lot more than just good morning.
We're talking about planning your day with your family in mind. Oh, by the way, bring a coat to soccer practice this afternoon.
Following breaking news and getting you the information you need. Plus, taking a deeper look into the issues that matter most to you. You expect more than just a good morning from us, and we know that. Join us every weekday for breaking news
and weather on Good Morning Northwest. Hello, I'm Mark Peterson. It's that time of year again when Washington Trust Bank helps you dispose of your sensitive documents and protect your identity with 4 easy steps. First, drive to one of their 6 participating drive-through locations. Second, fill your seal and shred bag with the documents that you want to destroy. Third, secure the seal and shred bag. Then drop off your bag at Debris, where they will destroy your documents in their secure space. Shred Day is Friday, April 19th. Pick up your shred and seal bag at one of their 6 locations while supplies last.
North Idaho Urology's high-quality, accessible care just got even closer. Expert care is now within reach at the North Idaho Urology Post Falls campus. Our new Post Falls location offers the same advanced technology as our Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint clinics, creating a seamless experience for our patients. Don't wait any longer. Visit our website or call to schedule your appointment today.
Mississauga Casino Hotel is open. Stay with us, relax and rejuvenate while taking advantage of our amazing amenities, including a restaurant and lounge open to the public daily starting at 3 p.m. north of Spokane on Highway 395.
Is your car scratched or damaged after the winter weather? Visit American Way Collision Center to get your vehicle summer ready. With over 60 years of experience, their employees make the quality difference. Come visit American Way Collision Center on Francis.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Around the world tonight, Israel's carried out a military strike on Iran, a potentially dangerous escalation in a fast-widening Middle East conflict. This puts the Biden administration in a challenging position as it weighs an election year response. CNN's Karen Kaifa has more.
Biden administration officials taking a quiet approach to Israel's counterstrike on Iran. When we heard from White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre Friday afternoon, she said the White House would not be speculating on the counterstrike, instead referring reporters to Secretary of State Antony Blinken's comments this morning, in which he said the U.S. remains committed to de-escalating tensions. The Biden White House Friday aiming to keep its distance from Israel's retaliatory strike against Iran.
We do not have any comment on the reports at this time.
Israel's counterstrike, a response to last weekend's strikes by Iran, most of which were intercepted. In a phone call last weekend with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, President Biden urged restraint. On Thursday, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan led virtual talks with Israeli officials about the attack by Iran and efforts to bolster Israeli security. U.S. officials said they received warning from Israel of their plans, but neither endorsed nor condemned the counterstrike. At a meeting of G7 counterparts in Italy, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the U.S. focus is de-escalation.
What we're focused on, what the G7 is focused on, and again, it's reflected in our statement and in our conversation, is our work to de-escalate tensions.
The tensions abroad creating tensions at home. Biden's Democratic Party divided on his support of Israel's government. Some young, progressive, and Arab American voters turning away from the president, threatening the support Biden needs for his re-election bid in some key swing states. And White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre would not say explicitly whether President Biden had been briefed on Israel's counterstrike against Iran, only that the president is regularly kept up to date in real time by his national security team. At the White House, I'm Karen Kafa.
And here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's National Care Stand Month. Why finance at another flooring store when you could get up to 75% off Care Stand's durable, luxury, in-stock carpets? This month only at Floor & Home.
Hi, I'm Matt Gray with 4 News Now. For families with teens and young adults, here are some tips that can teach them more about money management.
Talk through when it might be best to use an ATM, write a check, use bill pay, or buy something online. Also talk about what can happen if bills aren't paid or if there's an overdraw on a checking account. Walk through what it means to use credit, have interest accrue, and the cost or benefit of using this option.
There are lots of great ways to teach your kids about money. For more tips, go to becu.org.
With local utility rebates and massive tax credits available, it's now possible to upgrade to a heat pump for less than a traditional air conditioner. Heat pumps are far more efficient than air conditioners when it comes to heating and cooling your home. Get year-round comfort with higher efficiency, all while lowering your monthly utility bills. So don't be fooled into buying outdated air conditioning technology. Upgrade to a heat pump, the smart choice for smart homeowners. Call Bill's Heating and AC today for your free estimate.
Being a Reardon bus driver is incredibly rewarding.
It's hard work with a lot of responsibility.
But it's also amazing to be the first and last Reardon staff member that many students see every day.
If you're seeking a supportive team, competitive wages,
and the opportunity to make a lasting impact,
look no further than Reardon,
where every student is known,
loved, and learning.
Valerie, I accept her the way she comes. She loves affirmations, but she also knows how to pull somebody out of a funk when you need it.
I absolutely accept her for who she is.
We're both in recovery. Just having that person to be able to walk alongside you, going through what you're going through.
We all have value, and learning to accept is healing. One word can change a story.
For us, recovery starts with acceptance.
It's National Care Stand Month when you could get up to 75% off Care Stand's durable, luxury, in-stock carpets. You dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
4 News Now is brought to you by UFCW Local 3000.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, the latest details on the gunfire that erupted during track practice and a baseball game at Shadow Park High School yesterday, the condition of the man shot by police, and the bullet hole left in a nearby home at 11. And here's one last look at your forecast. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, 64 for tomorrow, 57 for Sunday. We'll see you at 11.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.